All right. So this is what 90 this is what 87% of realtors do right here. 87. This is what they do. Soon as somebody comes in and does, oh, let me put them on the drip so they can, if they like something, they're going to go click and just tell me about it because they love me. Yeah, right. Love. They're going to take your listing and give it to their cousin who's a real estate agent and say, hey, go show me this house. Right? You
You
give
know
them,
what? That's true. I did that. I didn't do that, but I had a one of my friends. Her mom was like, "Well, I'm just going to use this lady just to take me around town,"
mm-hmm.
and she did that, and she had the lady show her all of these houses. But at the end of it, I wrote the contract for it. She was like, "No, she's closed. I just want to send this because she sent me some lists," and I said, "Okay."
Right. So,
Yep, crazy agent put her under an agreement.
She didn't put her under an agreement. She didn't talk to her about it, but I did. But I did, and I told her, I was like, "Well, if you want to use her, I can take you around. We can do this." And she said, "No, she's been showing me stuff." And I said, "That's fine as long as you understand I'm writing the contract."
yeah.
And she said, "Nope, absolutely, you're writing the contract."
Okay. So we can role play this to death because
That's fine.
because if I'm the other realtor, I'm taking your client. Because I'm gonna do a VIP buyer presentation with her. I'm gonna get her under a buyer brokerage agreement, and she's in my car, and I'm like, oh yeah, Simone, I really love Simone. I told her she could write the contract. Oh, don't worry about it. If it's that big of a deal, I'll give Simone $1,000 out of my commission. Let's just get you this home under contract. Cause
This is
see,
before I took your training, Anthony. That didn't happen today.
I know, but
But you also need to know that just because you have a brokerage agreement doesn't give you the right to the commission. If that other agent would afford that, you weren't responsible for showing that
What
person that property.
what was she fighting? There was conversation. What was she gonna fight her on?
They didn't
Okay,
have an
so
agreement.
like I said, just because you have a buyer brokerage agreement does not mean you're entitled to the commission if you didn't do the work for the commission. That's my point. I'm just saying if the other agent would have known or found out who actually sold the house, if she was diligent enough or cared enough to figure it out, yes, she should have had a bigger conversation. She should have gotten her under a buyer brokerage agreement, and she didn't. But she was actually the procuring cause when this person got this property, not you. She could afford it, is all I'm saying.
Not the house that she ended up buying. That was the one that
okay.
I
So
showed her.
listen,
But
let
I
me.
follow you.
So here's the whole process. You guys are talking about one-off situations, okay? One-offs. You got to have a system on how you do business. That's what I've been teaching you guys, right? You have a system on how you do business. If you have a system, I know you don't have a system, Simone, but I'm just saying if somebody has a system of just saying, trust me, you're coming back to me with words, sorry, you're gonna have skinny kids, right? Because you got guys like me out here and other agents that are in this meeting that have a system now on how they do business. Yep, interview you why you want to buy a home. We're nice professional. We got suits and dresses on when we meet with clients, and then we do a presentation showing them all these benefits. You didn't show them anything because if you did, they would have a buyer brokerage agreement with you, real estate agent, not you, Simone. I'm just saying in general. And then we get you to sign a buyer brokerage agreement. People in their mind just they think that they're committed to you because you guys are both right. Yeah, just because you have a buyer brokerage agreement don't mean they can't go to a real estate agent. But that's not how people think. They think when they sign something they have to go with
They
you.
think contractually.
Yeah, they think contraction. That's how people think, right? But we know as real estate agents, in fact, we in our thing we saying you can fire us at any time, right? As long as you're not under contract on a home. We that's why we get them to sign a buyer broker agreement because sales is what emotions plus what psychology. That's what it is. It's PE, right? Psychology plus emotions. You have to be a master at both. People